Welcome to Appalachian Bonsai. It's been some time since we've done an update on the trees that you've seen in past videos, and I'd like to show you a few more that you haven't seen yet. This is an eastern white pine, and I'll tell you about it in just a second. This is an eastern white pine, or Pinus strobus. It's commonly found here in the Appalachian region. It normally grows straight and tall, but this one had been twisted and beat up by cattle. A friend of mine and I found it in the field and were able to collect it earlier this year. The video for this tree will be coming out rather soon. Here is the dogwood we Here's the dogwood we collected last year. Hush. Here is the dogwood we collected last year. It has nice green growth from this spring, and I've added a little bit of wire here and there just to add shape to the branches, bring them down some so that whenever they lignify or harden with wood, we'll be able to have those in place. It's easier to wire branches in place when they are flexible than when they are certainly hard and lignified. Here's that beautiful green hawthorn that we collected last year. It got a prune in the late fall, and it's already grown. You may see here at least a foot in several regions. This thing's going to be pruned and wired this year. I mean, it's strong enough and healthy enough that I feel comfortable doing that, and we'll be able to start training this into becoming a bonsai. I do have a problem here though that you may want to address in the comment section. This bottom piece right here is actually two trunks that have been fused together. Do I separate them and try to create two trees, which I'd like to see whenever I repot this next year, or do I leave it alone? There's a chance I'm going to separate them, but it's going to leave a really big scar right in this area. Maybe hard to see in that camera. It's kind of hard to tell from here, which would be doable, but it certainly does change a lot of this tree. I don't know, we'll just have to probably wait until next year. But isn't it nice? This is an American hornbeam that I collected last year. I didn't do a collection video, but it was in one of the updates. It's looking really strong and healthy. I have some sawfly issues on all of my hornbeams, but it's really hard to spray, and then you want to keep spraying, and you shouldn't. Just let some of the nature take its course. I have these branches here are looking in good positions. This one, it was wired earlier, but it started to dig into the bark, and therefore I cut the wire off so it didn't damage it. This will be wired down to this using a guy wire. Therefore I can use this little stub to anchor it that way without damaging the bark area. Looking good though. This is the Rocky Mountain Juniper that I did with Jim Doyle's workshop last year. I did not repot it so much as I slip potted it. And what slip potting is taking the tree out of its original container but not disturbing the roots. What you do is simply put it into a larger container and backfill with soil. This allows me to adjust the angle of the tree, which is where it needs to be for its future position, without disturbing any roots, thereby not causing much stress to the tree. I want this tree to look very beautiful, and I want it to grow very healthy because it will be repotted next year, but I don't want to stress it so much that I end up weakening the tree, and therefore when I repot next year, it's even weaker. Right now it's looking great. It's got strong, healthy growth, lots of good shoots, and I'm excited to see what this is going to be in the future. This is that beautiful Viburnum I collected last year. It's had some explosive growth this spring, which means I've got a very good root system. It'll need a repot next year. I've applied some wire here and there because these branches don't bend very easily once they're fully lignified. But I've had to cut them back because they're growing so strong that they're starting to grow into the wire and therefore leave marks. But it's not a problem. They maintained where they were and looking very healthy. This is the American hornbeam you saw me collect last year. In the fall time I pruned it back, as you saw, and now it's grown quite strong again. All of this right here, almost 2 feet. is from this spring season. I've had sawfly issues, as mentioned before, and that's just something that you have to deal with. I did a little bit of carving, which you may or may not see, to try to work with some of the dead wood. Another little spot here where there was a broken and dead branch, and I drilled that out and carved it. Looking good. This is the Fitzer juniper that you saw in the fall update. I had just wired it at that time, and it's really responding well. It was not repotted this year. I didn't do any carving, but just wanted to show you how it's looking since you got to see it last time. This was not a collected tree. This was actually purchased at a local hardware store in a nursery can, and that's how it came to me. You can find good material anywhere. This is a green hawthorn I collected this year. It was collected at the same place that I had taken the other two hawthorns you've already seen. It was a beautiful little tree. I was very excited about it and happy that it came out relatively easy. The video for this will be coming soon. I have to admit, I ended up losing some of the footage because of a bad battery. Speaking of hawthorns, the big one's doing really well. The problem is, it's so big I can't carry it by myself and no one's here. So let's go check it out. I'm sorry, and I know this is difficult for you to see with all the green around it, but this thing's doing very, very well. Let's see if I can back up here. Oh yeah. Now, some were asking about the base. Here's what it looks like down on the bottom. And there's my hand for perspective. This is a little dead wood right here. I did take some of this off. I may take the whole thing off in the future, right there. But growing strong. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave some comments in the section below. I do respond back. Tell me what you thought about the trees you just saw, and leave your suggestions for future videos. To let you know, I'm working on a soil video that many people have asked for. I'm also working on a video about the collection ethics. It's been a long time in coming, but there's a lot of good, there's a lot of bad too, and those need to be told. So if you want to watch that video, subscribe, because there's more to come. Thanks for watching.